Hey y'all, hey! Welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. We are going to create some pumpkins tonight. So when you hop on, say hello. If you don't see a red box right there, that just means you're catching the replay. So all you need to do is comment #replay and we're gonna have some fun. I've got some American moss that I think we may use maybe as part of the, I don't know, the tops of the pumpkins. So let's get this going. The keyword tonight is block, okay? B-L-O-C-K. Let's do this, my friends. Okay, so I'm also going to use, I think, some of that driftwood that we had the other night. So just come on in, y'all. Let's just do all the things and let's see what happens, okay? Hope y'all had a fantastic day. The keyword is block, as I mentioned. So type that in and let's get started. All right. So we're going to use the Chocateur block set.
She asked me to film, so I'm filming.
So this is a 3-piece set and it actually is double-sided. So let's use this tonight. All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Something malfunctioned over here behind the scenes. So let's just fix that. All right, y'all ready for this? I need to open this up. So let me just take my scissors here, and we're just going to cut along the edge of this little package. These are really cool, y'all, because each block is a different size. Okay, and like I said, they're double-sided and they stand. So I thought, why not? Let's create some pumpkins with these. Let's do it to it. Okay, now they do always come anytime you have some of our like chunkier surfaces. They will come with the cardboard piece. Y'all do whatever you want with this, but I like to keep mine because you just never know what you're going to need it for. Okay, so we've got 3 of these. Before we do that, we're going to use our new Argyle pattern, y'all. We've got a new pattern. Have not used. Look at this. Like, imagine this on a shirt. Reminds me of a sweater, right? So we're going to use this on the pumpkin with 3 different colors. And I'm going to try and do it in one go. And we're going to use these 3 colors. Eucalyptus, saffron, and papaya. So what I'm going to do to start is get all my stuff here. I'm going to peel this off I'm going to peel it halfway off. Okay? Just like so. Let me take you back a little bit so that you guys can get a better view. Oh, and guess what? I forgot to mention, my name is Amy from A to Z Designs. Welcome. Welcome, y'all. We're here to have some fun. Did y'all have a great weekend? We did. It is so hot, y'all. It is ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I'm tired of saying it, but I'm just like really sick of it. So there's that. Okay, before I peel this all the way off, I'm going to write the word back on there so that I know which side is the back. And I'm just going to like wave it so that it dries a little bit because I don't want it to smear. Hi, everyone. How is everybody? Oh my gosh, look, everybody's on here and I'm like over here doing my own thing. All right, so now what I'm going to do is take this and I'm going to slide this. I call it the backer sheet. You see how that's shiny? So shiny goes to sticky, okay, whenever you like clean it and take care of it. But this one happens to be one of our, it's one of our older type manufactured transfers. So this one actually does have a matte side and a shiny side. But just get in the habit of writing back on the back, okay? So now what we're going to do is fuzz the rest of this. So as you can see, it's really sticking well to my fingers. So this is applying lint to the back, so it does not, it's not as sticky, okay? Anywhere that you see like the greenish color, that is where the stickiness is. Anywhere that you don't, and you can see through it, is like the mesh silk screen, y'all. Okay, so it's pretty awesome. And look, I mean, it's like, it's sticky. So this is not a one and done throwaway plastic, like pounce stencil. All right. Okay, so I think we're good. Let me set that aside. And what I'm going to do, because I need to set my blocks up, I am going to fold this to where the sticky sides are facing out. Okay, and I'm going to grab my blocks and I'm just going to set them kind of like so. Okay. And then what we're going to do, I'm not going to wax them because typically or technically we didn't paint them. Okay. And then I'm just going to throw this on there and then you can position it however you want. But what I'm going to do is get it to where, I mean, it's a pattern. So like if one of my blocks doesn't seem to be straight up and down, I mean, at the end of the day, y'all, I don't really care, but we definitely don't craft perfect things around here. I can tell you that much. All right, so I'm gonna slide that one this way just a tad. So the keyword is block. It will get you the block set, the colors we're using, and this new Argyle pattern. All right, so what I'm doing next, this is such an important step, is I'm really trying to remove the air bubbles from underneath or around the greenish area where it's sticky underneath and around the silk screen because I don't want it to bleed. Okay, so just like so. 1, 2, 3. All right, so now we're gonna open up all of our colors. I've got papaya, saffron, and eucalyptus. And we're just going to go over these just like so. Now here's what's awesome about these, y'all, is that these, because they're double-sided, like we can do fall on one side and we can use the same transfer on the other side, but do like red, green, and maybe silver, or red, green, and gold. Okay. So now I just need to figure out, I think I'm going to do green in the center. So let's do papaya for the medium shape. The medium, not shape. The medium size. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a squeegee. Now on this squeegee, there's a little circle right there. I'm pushing my thumb, or I'm putting my thumb on it and flipping it over and dragging that paste through the screen, okay? Just like so. Making sure that I get all of it covered, and then I'm gonna just make sure that I pick up all of the excess and I'm gonna slide it all right here into my jar. Okay, this is a 3-ounce jar. And I'm gonna lift this up and we are going to reveal block number 1. Now see how it's lifting up the center one? I may need to scoot my desk back just a tad bit more so that you guys can see. But this is number 1. Oh my goodness, y'all. That is super cute. All right, so I lifted up the middle one. At the same time, I was trying to get this left one out. So when that happens, it lifted up some of the silk screen. So I want to just make sure that I lay that back down and remove the air bubbles that it may have caused. Okay, just like so. Let me scoot this back just a little bit more. Okay, so now we're going to focus on this one. And this one is eucalyptus. Let me scroll down here because I can't see all my friends. Hi. Hello, hello, Michelle. Isn't the pattern awesome? Saffron is new. It is like a mustardy yellow. I think. All right, same thing. See the circle? It's hard to see, y'all. I'm really far away right now. You can't even see it. I'll grab a teal squeegee, and that way maybe y'all can see that a little bit better. Same thing. Same motion. Grab your paste. Drag it over the screen. You're going to have some excess as you go, but that's what you're going to use to put down on the next part of your surface or your project, whatever you're doing. Okay, peel it all off or squeegee it off. Make sure that you don't have any crazy major excess there. Slide it into the jar. Okay, then what you're going to do, make a mess. Then you're going to just lift this off like so. And then you're going to have number 2. Look at this. Isn't that super cute? All right, so I'm going to set this right over here just for space. And this time I did not actually pick up number 3 block. Okay, so I'm going to just slide this down here, just like so, and we're going to go in with the saffron. And I will show you the circle on the squeegee here in just a second. Okay, so I just want to make sure that this is fully covered all the way over it. Make sure you get your corners, your edges. And then put all the rest back in the jar. Okay, and we're gonna lift. Peel and reveal. Look at that. That is awesome. Woohoo! All right, so see this right here? It's okay, guys. Don't panic. Hi. Hi, Tracy. All right, so I'm just going to wash this off so that I don't get this anywhere else. And then I'm going to take this right here. Okay, I am going to fold it sticky side out, just like so, and show y'all how to clean it the best that I can with the space that I have. Okay? But, y'all, listen to me now. This is an 18 by 18 transfer and can very easily be cleaned in the bathtub. You can even take it to the shower, stick it to the shower wall, grab your board eraser, which is this right here. It comes in a 2-pack. It's in the supply list when you comment the word block, and just squeegee it off in the shower. Not squeegee. Erase it. This is a board eraser. Okay, so let me show you what I was talking about. See that circle right there in the squeegee? You put your thumb in there, flip, and drag your paste over it. Okay? Spray, spray, spray. I'm going to spray my board eraser. Hi, Linda. Thanks, Brenda. The saffron pops. It sure does. All right, so the goal now is to remove all of that paste. Now, like I said, I would highly recommend taking this to your sink. But I just thought I would show y'all, in case there's anybody new on, how to clean your transfer. Okay, so you just remove all of that paste that you put on there, right, to create your fall decor like we're doing tonight. And then I'm going to take a paper towel and clean off the rest of that, that water that's just sitting there on top. And then we're going to flip it over. Like honestly, what I will do after I'm done with this tutorial is I am going to take this to the sink and clean it so that I have a bigger area to work with. But then you just flip it over, do the exact same thing because the paste will go through the screen. Okay. Spray the board eraser. Yes, it reminds me of the sweaters from back in the day. Yes. Okay, so that noise just means that this needs to be a little bit more damp. Okay? See how it's removing that? Like, this is truly magic. And you always want to use it on our reusable surfaces and our silkscreen transfers. Okay? So now it's sticky side up. Okay, now this you need to be mindful about. It is a paper towel, and we are doing this on the sticky side. Well, what's going to happen when you have paper and sticky? Well, the paper is going to stick, right? So when you are doing this, you are going to know just by the feel when it's dry, because your paper towel is going to like start to like slow down as you wipe off that water. Okay? So here's the transfer. Check it out. It is clean. I think we're good. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is show you how to put it back on the backer sheet, and then we're going to decorate our little guys. Okay, so now I'm going to, thanks, Zach. I have Mr. Zach here helping me. He is the Z in the A to Z designs. All right, so check it out. Sticky side up. Here's the backer sheet. Okay, what I'm going to do is just kind of roll this over just a tad, or maybe fold it, whatever works for y'all. I'm going to line up the corners, line up the edges to the best that I can, and I'm just going to let it fall. Now I'm going to show you right now what happened. Look how I have too much over here and too much over here. Okay, I just need to reposition the backer sheet. But how you would do that is just take it off and do it over and over and over. Okay, until you get it to where you want it. Okay, all right, y'all ready for this? So let's grab our super cute fall pumpkins, y'all. Look at these. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Are you excited? So we're going to decorate these. We're going to put a stem on them. Maybe use some of that moss. Yes, so the shower technique, yes. I've actually never taken a transfer into the shower and squeegeed it off, but I know it's doable. I have friends that do it. So have at it. Check it out. And you can report back and let us know if it works, okay?
I'll try it once.
So, y'all, seriously, when I say this is fall, right? Fall colors. No joke, for winter, holiday. Turn them over and do the same pattern, but with Christmas colors or Hanukkah colors, whatever. How stinking cute would that be? And you can take the stem off, like it's hot glue, right? It just snaps off. You could even use Velcro, little Velcro dots for your stem if you don't want to keep the stems on there.
Use glue dots.
You could use glue dots. You name it, just do it. Hi, Mary. Yes, you can, Paula. You can use tap water to clean your transfers. What you don't want to do is put tap water in your 3-ounce jars, because whatever's in tap water, and I don't know, could cause these to start growing green, hairy, nasty, funny fungus.
Minerals.
All right, so let me close these up, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I don't know. I got a whole bunch of stuff, so I need to turn the glue gun on. And we're going to take some of our driftwood pieces and see. This is like perfect. If we can find
cute.
the right piece for the right block. Some of them are a little long, but you can cut them down. Okay, that's interesting.
That's a good one.
Let's see here. What about this one? Yes. Okay. So I think we found our match. These are from Amazon, and they're loud. The packaging is so loud. All right, so we got that. Then I was thinking, y'all, remember if we use this velvet trim ribbon, we used it right here on our Club Couture project. I don't know. I was thinking we could make something like a little bow. Let me see. Let me see what I can come up with. I don't know though. Because I like to use a lot of ribbon when I make my bows because it's just how I am. I like to cut the excess. I don't know that we're going to use this, but we'll see. We may use some raffia actually. Did you, Michelle? What'd you make with your wild raffia? Okay, let me see. I think I'm going to use raffia. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so now I'm going to take some of this, all right? And we're just going to pick 1, 2, maybe 3. Like, I don't need some extravagant bow on the top of these pumpkins. Okay, so I'm just going to tie a bow, and then you're just going to work with it and see how you like it. Okay, just like so. Tie it tight, then pull on it some more, and just work with it. Okay, so far, I'm good with that. So then I'm going to grab another, let's see, 3 pieces. This one's a little wild for me. And we're going to loop. And we're going to push through. Just kidding. Let's try it again. All right, y'all, do me a favor. Put your thumb on the heart button. Hit the heart button for me. Sprinkle the video around. Helps us a ton. We so appreciate it. Okay, so there's number 2. All right, so now we're going to get 2 more pieces. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to do the exact same thing. Just like this. Loop, swoop, pull. Is that what you call it?
Loop, hoop, and scoop.
Whenever you learn to tie your shoe. Okay, so we're going to pull the ends. Just like so. All right, so there is number 3, okay? Looks a little bit smaller than the others, but it's because the thickness of the raffia. All righty, here we go. So we're going to glue our super cute let me see. Oh, this is going to be real messy. Y'all like to make messes? Okay, let me check this out first. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, that it has to have that. But what it also needs to have is safety protection so my fingers don't get scorched when I do this. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Kelly, for the stars. So I just put a bunch of glue right here on the top, all the way to the edge. And we're just going to kind of pile this stuff on. And just, I have to tell myself that I only have one hand that has this stuff on it. So maybe I lay and push. Yes. Lay and push. So this kind of reminds me of raffia, y'all. Right here. But it's a little bit thicker. Okay, and you want to work fast because that hot glue is going to dry. And then you are going to be mad.
I didn't do that. That would also make really cute scarecrow hair.
Yeah.
Because it has some curl to it, you know?
Zach's giving y'all ideas. All right, so now we're going to take our bow, and like I said, nothing too big. Let me make sure that this is, isn't that cute? Super, super cute. All right, so now we're going to take our bow and we'll trim it. But I just want something sweet and dainty right here in the middle. You can put whatever you want. So I'm going to hold it because it's not going to stay if not. So it's called American Moss, Kelly. I don't know where I got it. It showed up over here on the right of my desk. And I'm like, well, thank you, because I need that. All right, so let's put some on this. Glue all the way across. And then I'll show you the bag here in just a second. Let me just press this on. Okay, y'all be careful doing this. I told y'all to put your little finger protectors on. Okay, and then you can cut this down if it gets a little bit too crazy. Like, look at that. All right, so then we're gonna glue our little driftwood piece right in the center. And I'm gonna hold it down so he doesn't fall. Hi! Yes, y'all, block is the key word. Go get your block set. Okay, so there's that. And then we've got our bow. And then we're on to the third one. How fun is this? I'm excited for this pattern, y'all. All right, that fell over. I need to be patient and hold. Press and hold, press and hold. Thank you. All right, press and hold. Press and hold. Shh, be patient. Be patient, Amy. Okay. I don't have patience for that. All right. Is this the right way? Yes. Okay, so there's that. So let's see if we can get some of this stuff that fell out just laid up here on the block. All the way across. I got too much glue there. And over here, done. Okay, and then we've got our little piece for this guy. Be patient. But look, y'all, how cute is this? I love it. I love it. It's very messy. Okay, let me show you the bag while I hold this. American Moss. I don't know where I got it though, y'all. This is in the floral section. Does that help? All right, let's glue our bow. And then we're done. Okay, I'm gonna glue the bow to the piece of driftwood. Thank you. And then I'll show you what we're gonna do with the raffia because it's a little long and I don't want it hanging too long. All right, so let's get that out of the way. Let me cut it just like this for now, for starters. Okay, so it's a little bit on the wackadoodle side, but it's because of the way it's glued. But we can tame it down just by pulling on it. All right, let's check this one. This one I want a little bit longer. Okay, same thing. Just work with it. Okay, see, there's that one. And we may actually, ooh, y'all, I didn't even think about this. You could even separate the raffia once it's glued and dry. so that you have more of a flowy raffia, so it's not as like freak out. Very similar to how we did the bow up here on this one. But yeah, that's what you need to do. You need to pull it apart, separate it. Just take your time. And you don't have to do this. And probably the best way to do it is to get like a push pin. I just thought of this. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we can certainly try it. I have a little thing of push pins here. So maybe you just, ooh, that worked. Just push the pin through it and pull it up. That way you're not struggling to try and get it apart. Just be careful that you don't poke yourself. But that's a way to do it. Trying to think. That's probably going to be the easiest way. Okay. So yeah, it'll make it a lot flowier. So I'll do more of that later. But yeah, y'all. I hope you like this project. It's fun. It's easy. I mean, it takes no time. All this extra fluff and stuff is what's the time sucker. But just have fun. Don't rip your bow off if you do this. And then we have this third one here. Let me cut this and this. These are not even. Get those to match. And now you have your block pumpkins. So let me show you what we did. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, let me scoot the desk first so that I come a little bit closer so that these don't fall over. But y'all, are those not the cutest things ever? That new pattern is super cute. What do you think? I love them. Yay! All right, y'all, go get your pattern. Have some fun with it. Block set, all the supplies except for the toppers will be in that supply list. So, thanks for hanging out. Comment the word block. We'll see you next time, okay? Bye, everybody.